Here we have the data that we just collected from the charts for the Rex indicator and Williams %R. And we are going to play around with it a little, just with some basic Excel knowledge, not too much. You can see that here between the observation column and the risk-to-reward ratio, I added another column that I called INC from incremental. Just give it a name, it doesn't matter. And I'm going to apply some basic calculations here that Excel does. And I want here to have the total of R's in each one of those instances instead of having the individual trades. So this is what I want to do. I want to write here the first trade, which is -1, but in the next one I want to add equal this one plus the next one, enter. So -1.4, it's 3, and I'm going to drag this and it's going to apply it everywhere. And then I'm going to do the same thing here. I'm going to start with the first one, and in the second column I will write equal this one plus the one on the left, and then drag it down. And this is the total 26.4 R's we made here. And you can verify that the formula that you write that correctly by selecting all your R's, and then you look here, you see the sum is 26.4. Okay, and it's the same here, you can verify the sum is 5.5. And then I want to select this data, right click, quick analysis, and in here we choose charts and line. So this is a chart with this data. So let's do another one with this data. Quick analysis, charts, line, and let's make them bigger. Now in here let's make a few, let's choose this one, the same here, add formatting. So you can choose different type of formatting, and when you look at the data you can immediately see that this is the winning indicator, and this one has many. Let's see how many losses has this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So it's just one less. So this indicator mitigated better the losses. What you want to see on an indicator is the curve. So the curve is better if it goes up all the time. You see that this one goes up, then you stay around here. It does a little up and down, but very, very small. Then it stays flat, it goes up, kind of goes a little up and down, but it stays flat and it goes up. So this is what you want to see all the time. This one starts from the same point and little flat, it goes up, goes down, flat, goes down again. This is something that you do not want, because imagine that this line they represent your emotions in a way. What would you choose? This one or this one? Up, down, up, down, up, down. So you can see it's still profitable, it goes up, but it kind of has, this is like, it's going to be stressful in a way. So this is what you want to analyze, especially if you have a lot of data. You see that it gives you a different perspective on your work. And I want to give you a homework here. So on the observation tab, we're going to do that again, or rewatch the video because it's in the video. And the homework is going to be to write here how many days each of those trades took from the entry to the exit. It doesn't matter if it's a 0 or a -1. How many days? Just how much time. So you just go on the chart. So if I go on the chart, this is the Williams percent data. And you need to have a rule here, like if you will count the entry day or not. So let's make it without counting the entry day. This loss took 1 day. 1. Then you have 3 days. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 8, 1, 7. 8, 1, 7. 1 day. 1, 2, 1. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 4, 9, 1. 10. 9. 1. 4. 2, 1, 3. So I corrected a few errors here. So this is the amount of days that each trade took. And now your homework is to go back on the charts or on the video and just count. I'm sure if you pause on the videos, you can do that. You can just count the candles like I did and input here the data for the other indicator and just compare how many days more it took for each trade to come to fruition, like to come to an end. And you can judge by yourself if it's worth to take faster profits, but like scalps and have losses and zeros, just because it takes fewer days and you can recycle your risk faster. So this would be the point, to recycle your risk faster. So this is another type of analysis that you can do with your assets, and it really comes to personal preference and depends on the asset that you use. And I just want you to remember this exercise because it's going to help you when you recycle your risk. And just remember that all the time you don't have to look at those big numbers. You also have to look at other data because it's important to use your money now to trade instead of waiting too much. So you'll have to find a balance there between, we want to see if you can have your risk, whatever you decide that would be, 1%, 2%. So you want to see if with your asset, you're going to have your risk all the time in the markets somehow. So you're going to have trades all week and you're not going to go too much time without trades. This is the target of all this backtesting and analysis, to try to find assets that give you something all the time.